Alright, I'll run this. These kind of hands can be a bit awkward against discard decks because when you have like one discard outlet that you want to cast, it can go real bad when they thought seize it. Island. Ethervile, so against Merfolk. Alright, I'm going to play this land out to ensure I don't just miss a land drop. I could have played Cathartic Reunion, but I feel as if A, I want to get deeper, and B, like to get more graveyard cards, and B, if I draw a hollow one, I want to be able to cast it. That was pretty insane, because now I'm taking a ton of damage, but now I get to get my Flamewake Phoenix back. Marsh Flats, so I have to take the damage. I want to take the damage anyway, even if it was a Bloodstained Mire, because I want to have double black for Bloodghast. But we get in for 7 here. Not a bad turn 2. Not bad at all, considering I also have follow-ups. He discarded 3 lands also, so maybe he won't play a land. Okay, he played a land. So it's probably a bad thing that he discarded 3 lands, but even like nut perfects might not be enough to come back here. I guess Harbinger of Tides would be a good start for him. So I think the proper play is to actually just bold our opponent here. I guess he could have a Curse Catcher. If I bold our opponent, the Bloodghast has haste, but I think, yeah, let's just kill the Lord. And attack. Like, because I have the Temper as well, I don't think I really need, like, it's possible I can't lose, but I was worried about him maybe, like, drawing a Harbinger next turn, viling it in, and also playing something good, but here there's just, like, no way. Kill the Lord, make sure I can't die. Like, he can't come back. The only card he can play is a turn 4 Master. Not Master. What is the one that makes the 2/1s called? Master of Waves, yeah. But I just don't see how he gets there. Oh, he actually got one of my red sources. Doesn't matter, though, because it took it his turn. Okay, so we're playing against Murph. I think we want 2 Fatal Push. And that's it. Spreading Seas is going to be a huge problem. So I think we want to sideboard in a way where, like, we're not just getting crushed by it as much. Though at the same time, I kind of like all my Fiery Tempers. I think Cathartic Reunion is just terrible because he's going to have Curse Catcher and maybe, like, Spell Pierce. So honestly, I think I'd rather have Collective Brutality. Just, like, kill a guy. 2 mana, maybe drain you, maybe not. Also kills Master. Another out to Master. Maybe I want both, actually. What do I cut for one, though? Flamewake Phoenix is probably going to be bad. He's going to have, like, Relics. He's going to have Vapor Snags, maybe, to bounce my big creatures. I think 1 is Collective Brutality is fine. I don't want to play a 1-for-1 game with him. I want to get underneath him if I can. 6 lands. It's realistic. Oh my god. Both the basic swamps. His hand's just really bad, right? I mean, that's 1 card in the graveyard. If I draw like a fetch land, that's 2, 3, and then I can play this on turn 3. Problem is I have this Flamewake Phoenix that I can't cast. This hand is interesting because maybe he'll Spreading Seas a swamp. this is probably better than 5, just because I've got multiple removal spells, and if I have a fetch land, it's a completely fine hand. Also, I'm hoping that he's spreading sees my swamp. So I'm going to lead on the swamp, actually. Is that right? Nah, I'll just lead on Bloodstained Mire, because he could his only 2-drop could be Spreading Seas. What I can do is just not crack the Bloodstained Mire. Which is very inefficient, obviously, but... So he's playing a Curse Catcher, so it means that he probably has another Curse Catcher, right? Otherwise, he just Vial it in. It's interesting. So he's going to have 2 Curse Catchers? I guess he could have Kumana's Speaker, maybe? I think we just don't fetch. Feels kind of weird, but I think it's completely fine. Now we have 2 red sources, so we can actually maybe get this Flamewake Phoenix in play. 2 Curse Catcher is kind of weird, but I'm very land heavy, so it's possible that I can like ignore the Curse Catchers and just go after the Lords or whatever. He didn't pre-combat a Lord though. I think we just take. Get a Blood Crypt. He could have like a... maybe I shouldn't use the fetch, because now I can't currently Fatal Push a Master of Waves. But I'm fine playing this slow. Opponent seems to be flooded. He might be heavy on the 4-drops or counter spells. But I don't mind leaving the Curse Catchers in play, because they just... As long as he doesn't have a Lord, they don't really threaten me, and I have a Bolt and a Push to deal with Lord. Oh, he has a Harbinger? Oh, he has a Lord. Interesting. So he kind of outplayed me there, but... Yeah, that really sucks. Really, really sucks. I think I'm going to Fatal Push. I thought about not attacking with this, and now I'm kind of regretting it. I'm going to just Fatal Push this guy. Maybe I should have played my land in case he got like a Spell Pierce or something. Play this. And then attack for 2. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken all that damage. I should have left the Flamewake back. If I leave the Flamewake back, he can't even like attack me. And the 2 damage that I'm getting in is not really that relevant. Opponent is pretty flooded. Another Lord? Tidebinder Mage. I'm probably going to have to bolt that. See if he plays a Lord first. If he plays a Lord, obviously I'll bolt the Lord. And maybe he'll sack 2 Curse Catchers, maybe he won't. But here he can obviously, if he wants to, cash in 2 Curse Catchers for this Lightning Bolt, which I don't think he's going to do. Yeah. Oh, he has a Lord. I was too impatient. That sucks. Though I don't have an island at the moment, so it's not the end of the world yet. Could play the Inquiry. I'll just wait one more turn, though. So yeah, we're getting kind of worked by our Merfolk opponent. Is this worth 1 damage? I don't think so. If he plays another Lord, he can just Alpha and like lose a guy, put me to 1. So I have to actually leave the Flamewake back. Kind of just need him to brick for 1 turn, though. As long as that's the case, I can Burning Inquiry and play an Angler next turn. Even if he draws a Lord, it's really not the end of the world either, because I don't think he has a good attack. Though it does put me obviously dead to any Spreading Seas or whatever. I don't really love having like Inquiry when my opponent has probably 2 lands in his hand, but I need to be able to cast a Grimag Angler this turn, and it makes my Flameblade Adept big. But it is very scary, obviously, because I'm giving him increased shot at hitting lords and stuff. He's going to vial in something. What is it? Harbinger? A lord. So he actually chose not to alpha me and trade, like, his master for a Flameblade. Oh, God. Sorry about that. Took a sip of water that was extra loud. So I guess what I'm supposed to do is just attack with the Adept. Attack with the Angler as well. It's just lethal if he doesn't block at all. And if I'm going to guess his block, it's going to be Harbinger and Curse Catcher on the Angler. And if he does that, what I can do is... well... I think it's too risky. Because he basically has to block, and what's his good block? His good block is Curse Catcher and Harbinger. I kill the Harbinger. So he's left at 8 life, and I can kill a Lord. So he's got a 2/2, and he's got 3 2/2s. I'm basically trading down is the problem with that play. The only good part about the play is he might just take it. He won't take it. He'll block. These Curse Catchers don't do much. He could double block with Curse Catchers, though, and then I can blow him out with Bolt, kind of. But why would he ever make that block? He'll probably block with Harbinger and Curse Catcher, which is... I'd rather have, like, my Angler still in play, I think. Yeah. I have to bolt this now, otherwise I can't play the Angler. And also, he could rip another Lord. God, I really wish I'd played this game more conservatively. Basically, if I had played this game more conservatively, like, I would just be at... both parties would be at more life, and I think... Well, actually, maybe that wouldn't favor me. Maybe actually, like, blitzing him down is good. Nice. It's a good draw. So now I think I can attack with pretty much everything. Because he has to block... He has to block everything. And he might not... Oh, he can actually counter the Fiery Temper with Curse Catchers. So maybe I just attack with the Flame Wake. Like, if I attack with Angler, any double block is still favorable for me, though, because if it's not with a Curse Catcher, then I can blow him out. So I just make this attack, right? It's going to block with, like, Harbinger and a Mutavault, probably. And I just bolt one. And he can sack both Curse Catchers, and I still get a 3 for 2. Basically, trading Fire Temper and Angler for, like, Harbinger, Curse Catcher, Curse Catcher. What happens if I attack with the Hollow one as well, though? Does he have good blocks at all? Why do these Curse Catchers make... These Curse Catchers just make it so confusing. If I was, like, a really good Magic player, I would have solved this. He has 0 cards in his hand. If I attack with everything, how does he block? He's basically at a virtual 6. If he lets something through, it's pretty much game, because I get to Curse Catcher... He's dead next turn to Flame Wake. I get to kill both of his Curse Catchers with Fiery Temper. But he might block with Curse Catcher. Like, if I attack with everything here, he's going to block Harbinger and Mutavault on Gurmag Angler, and then probably go to 2. And then basically I kill the Harbinger, I Fire Temper his face, I kill 2 Curse Catchers. So I'm going to try that. That's my logic. If he double blocks, I think it's good for me as well, because I actually like to simplify the board, because I just have this Flamewake Phoenix that, like, he's mono blue. I guess he's got Tidebinder Mage, so he actually has outs to it, sort of. But I've got a blocker. There's no way he can kill me on the reswing. That involves him not, like, dying or losing both Curse Catchers. Okay, so he's just dead. Nice. I think that was a great attack. Or sorry, not a great attack, but, like, the obvious play. Because I think in combat, he's going to lose a Curse Catcher often enough. And it's too hard for... Like, if he goes for the double block on the Angler and the double block on the Hollow One, he pretty much loses his entire board. And then I'm just ahead, so...